Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean. Welcome back to answering your spiritual questions using my pendulum. Today, we have a couple of questions to go over. And the first one is from a subscriber. She says, can you use a regular piece of jewelry which you would wear for a pendulum? Or is it better to keep the item used as a pendulum solely for that purpose? So I think this is objective, and what I'd like to do is go ahead and ask my pendulum first, and then I'll add my opinion and my 2 cents. So is now a good time to ask questions? This is a yes. This is my yes. And am I 7 feet tall? And that's my no. Okay. Is it possible to use a regular piece of jewelry which we would wear for a pendulum? Is it possible to use a regular piece of jewelry for a pendulum? Yes. And it's saying yes specific. It's pulling. I can feel it at the top of my fingers. Like where the chain is resting on my fingernail, I can feel it pulling away from my finger at the very top. It's a distinctive type of feeling that I feel when it's insisting. Look at how it's going. So yes, you can use a regular piece of jewelry that you would wear for a pendulum. So let me just ask the next question. Is it better to use the pendulum solely as a pendulum? Yes. Or can we wear the pendulum as jewelry? No. Oh, now it's saying no. Does it reduce the effectiveness of the pendulum when we wear it as jewelry? No, it does not reduce the effectiveness. Is it possible to wear a pendulum and use it as a pendulum? Yes. Is it possible to use a piece of jewelry as a pendulum? And it's saying it's going around. So and this is a really good moment to teach. This is the way I asked it. I said, is it possible to use a piece of jewelry? And that's not specific enough, because they can't just say yes when I say a piece of jewelry. It's very general. So is it possible to use a pendant, a necklace or pendant as a pendulum? Yes. Does it reduce the effectiveness of the necklace or pendulum when we use it as a pendulum? No. So you can. Absolutely. Me, I kind of like to use something specific that I'm like, if you're out, or if you're in the car, or if you're on the road, definitely, grab a tea bag, I don't know, you can use pretty much anything, or a necklace of some sort, anything that has the weight to it. But when you want to sort of compare apples to apples, and you really want to have um, an accurate reading, I would probably use a pendulum itself as the pendulum. But you can use both, especially if you really love this necklace. But that was a really great question. Thank you very much for that question. So now we're going to move to our next question. And can meditation lead to higher states of consciousness? This is a really big question. Can meditation, is it possible that meditation will lead us to higher states of consciousness? Is this true? Is it true that meditation will lead us to higher states of consciousness? And that's my yes. 1 second. Okay. Can regular meditation practice lead to a spiritual awakening? Can regular meditation, and it's going in a circle. So can weekly meditations lead to spiritual awakening? That's yes. Can monthly meditation practice lead to spiritual awakening? And it's going in a circle. So it is It's undetermined and it's not specific, or it's not a certain yes. It'll go so in other words, what I'm hearing is sometimes. So is monthly meditation practice, um, does that lead to spiritual awakening? And it's going in a circle again. Isn't that something? Is weekly meditation practice lead to spiritual awakening? So it make a difference with the frequency. Does sporadic meditation lead to spiritual awakening? And that's a circle. That's what I thought it would do. Does regular intervals like routine practice lead to spiritual awakening? Yes. And this is what a lot of my teachers and advisors and guides have told me, is that sometimes it's not um, how much you do, it's when you do it and the regularity, the consistency and the dedication. So if you only do 20 minutes a week, you do it on the same day at the same time, and you're dedicated and you're consistent with this day and time that you're doing your meditation. And this, your spirit guides will become accustomed to the day and time and how you are sitting and opening up and ready for them. So it's a building of our own ability, and it's a building of connecting with our spirit guides and connecting with the spiritual awakening. That was very exciting, very exciting. And also, is it possible to reach a state of inner peace? Is it possible to reach a state of inner peace through meditation? Absolutely. Wow. I mean, that's like a mic drop. Isn't that what we all want? Is to reach a state of inner peace through meditation? Um, yeah, I'm just going to leave that one there. I'm not going to ask any specific questions, but if you guys have any more specific questions that you'd like to ask about that particular statement, just let me know. Can guided meditation be as effective as silent meditation for achieving higher consciousness? Is guided meditation just as effective as silent meditation? It's saying yes, y'all. Wow. Just as effective. Wow. That's lovely. That's lovely to know. Wonderful. Thank you. Is mindful meditation the most effective for achieving higher consciousness? Does mindfulness meditation the most effective for achieving, and it's going in a circle because it's not the most, is mindfulness meditation one of the an effective way for achieving higher consciousness? So yes, so mindfulness meditation is a way, but it's not the most effective way. Is mindfulness meditation the most effective way? And it's going in a circle because it's not a no, but it's not a yes. It's because of the generality, or the way that I'm saying the most effective. Is it an effective way? It said yes. Is it the most effective way? And it's going in a circle. So that's my indicators. You can say, what is my yes? What is my no? What is my maybe? And you'll get to know after asking your pendulum. Hopefully, you can use your pendulum and ask your pendulum these same questions and get to know your pendulum a little better. Like I said before, I've been using my pendulum for 20 years, since I took my first Reiki class 20 years ago, maybe a little more than 20 years ago now. And I've been using it ever since then. With my crystal healing class, with my shamanic healing classes, with my all my psychic and mediumship classes, I've always used my pendulum, and it's one of my favorite tools for sure. So hopefully, I'm inspiring you to pick up your pendulum and ask your pendulum these same questions. So let's ask a couple more. Can meditation lead to experiences of oneness or universal connection? Can meditation lead to experiences of oneness? Yes, absolutely. My pendulum is saying yes, and I do know this for sure. Absolutely. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Is it possible to reach a state of enlightenment through meditation? Is it possible to reach a state of enlightenment through meditation? And that's in a circle. Is meditation one way a to reach a state of enlightenment? Yes. So it may be one way, but okay. So is it possible to reach a state of enlightenment through meditation? So it's saying yes. After practicing uh, meditation regularly for a long period of time, is it possible to reach a state of enlightenment? So this is what I'm hearing. It's almost it's saying yes, 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 but it's with the practice, it's with the dedication, it's with the regularity, it's with the awareness and acceptance of these higher states of consciousness. It's and oneness and universal connection. It's all very true. And I'm looking for questions that I might get some no's. A lot of these things I don't know. I realize that it's saying yes on a lot of these things, but maybe I can ask. Well, you can ask things the opposite way as well. But if you can think of some questions that might generate a no, and um, and let me know in the comments below. I'd appreciate it. So let me just see. Let me just see what it'll say. So if you just say that you're meditating, but you don't meditate, will this help you to reach enlightenment? No. So some of those kinds of questions to lighten it up and to get me to get my pendulum to say no, because it does like to say no as much as it likes to say yes. But I just want to thank you very much for watching and for being here. And I look forward to seeing everybody on the next live show. And again, I am Sun Psychic Jean, and I